All right, what's going on, everybody? We're back on the influencer boxing topic. So, as we know, Wade is in camp for the Messiah Warrior fight, which is on January 18th. It's 2 weeks away. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Face Sensei has paid a visit to Wade in camp in Arizona. Obviously, going there to give his insight, giving Wade some support, and maybe even being in his corner. But it also looks like that Face Sensei put some work in with BJ Flores. The people that don't know Sensei's background, it's not just a name. He's a legitimate sensei, being a master at karate, fighting King Kenny in the past. And he actually caught Kenny clean in that fight, actually rocking him and giving him chicken legs, which he could have maybe got a finish, but the referee instantly did a standing 8 count, which was very odd at the time. And that was a very controversial decision at the time, too. I thought Sensei won that fight, and a lot of people agreed, too. People are forgetting about the Massachusetts-born boys, man. That's why the UFC has such a big connection in Boston and New England in general. Massachusetts boys can just scrap, you know what I mean? Massachusetts OG Face Sensei. But is seeing Wade stepping into the ring, one half of the breakdown, is that motivating Sensei to maybe get that loss back and step in the ring? Who will we fight? How is he looking on the footage? Let's break that all down right now. Real quick, before I get into the video, 96% of you guys aren't subscribed, so if you like boxing, MMA, or influencer boxing content, I post 3 to 4 times a week on this channel, so make sure you subscribe. I appreciate y'all. So funny enough, I was actually in Wade's live chat recently, and I asked him if you stepping in a ring is motivating Sensei a bit to step in, and he actually answered. He was like, yeah, actually, he is thinking about it, but you know how he is. He's like, one day he wants to, one day he doesn't, and all that. But he did come down to Arizona to chamber BJ Flores and Wade, and he also sparred Josh Bruckner, I believe, which I thought would be a potential fight for him to come back. But now that there's this connection, probably not. Just a conflict of interest. There's no point. But there's been a couple times on Twitter where Sensei has teased him coming back, showing some footage. So I'm going to break down some of it right now. I'm breaking down the breakdown. Let's go. All right, so this first video, he says, nothing like some post-Xmas overhands with the boys. All right, let's see it. Wee. Very short clip, but man, he really, like I said, with what Wade and Messiah need to do more, he really understands how to step into the shots. He really understands how to turn over that overhand. Very powerful looking. Even his friend said, oh, my shoulder. I don't know if he was just glazing for the video, but I believe it seems like a pretty hard overhand. He didn't really throw overhands in his fights. I think if he were to get into a fight where he had a good amount of experience over the person, we could see it. But he's very technical. He's very light on his feet because of his karate style. So we don't really see him sitting down in the overhands like that very often. All right, now let's look at him on the pads with BJ Flores in BJ's gym. Let's run it. Ooh, okay. BJ telling him to step in with his foot on the jab more, yeah. Okay. Like I said, he has very natural movement because his experience with karate, like I said, helps a crap ton because people really underestimate, like when you first start boxing, like your feet are in the quicksand. Like you're really just not moving. You're in the mud the entire time. That's something that he probably had right away. His foot movement, that's something that I've been personally trying to work on. Very impressive stuff. Yeah, BJ Flores was just teaching him to rely on stepping in with the jab more with his lead foot, which is something that I was being taught to at first. But yeah, man, this is really good. This is really good, though. He's obviously very good and snappy with that straight right hand because that's what he rocked King Kenny with again. Anything that relies with movement with Sensei, he's mastered. If anything, he just needs to tweak out the little things, and he's going to be very dangerous in the scene. I think he's very dangerous in general. I think people underestimate how dangerous Face Sensei is as a boxer because it was King Kenny early in his career, but even King Kenny back then was very good. So people need to stop sleeping on Sensei. He could probably knock out a lot of people in his division for sure. Oh, yeah, there's this one too. Hold on. So this was after Misfits 18, and he must have gotten hyped up from watching it because it was a good event. So this is him on the heavy bag in his crib, I believe. I'm not laughing at the how he's boxing. I'm not. Yeah, he looks good. But it is giving off, like, I'm super hyped up when we get this all out of my system vibes. Like, the noises he's making, everything is so funny. This is the moments that Wade was talking about where he would fight in that moment, like, if they asked him. But then he's like, I have all this stuff going on. Because he's having a kid. Him and his girl got things going on well, so he really doesn't need to do this. If he were to step in, it's just for the fact that he wants to fight. And if it's not the right opportunity, I don't think he should do it, but I definitely do want to see him back in the ring, just because I know he would be entertaining, and I know he would probably win. It'll be good to get him a nice win on his resume that's not overt flow with headgear on. That is so far back at this point, which is so crazy to think about. But who do I see him potentially fighting that could excite him? I think the Nick LMAO fight would be fun. Like, stylistically, I think that could be a very fun fight. I see that Nick was beefing with my mate Nate on Twitter, asking if it would be an easy fight or not, which I don't really know, to be honest. My mate Nate could also be a very good fight. Around that weight class is probably where Sensei is going to be. Him versus an MMA fighter. Him versus Benson Henderson. Wait, hold on a second. I'm cooking. Hold on. Sensei, if you're listening to this right now, and for the people that are watching, Sensei versus Benson Henderson. Lock it in right now. I want that fight right now, dude. Benson Henderson looks so good in his fight. He fought 2 fights in one night. He fought Idris and I forgot the other guy, but it is what it is. Tell me not, dude. Tell me that would not be a great fight. Seriously. I really think that would be a great fight. I want that right now. Now that I said that, I want that fight right now. Sensei, put on a show for Mass, bro. Show that Mass is on the map in influencer boxing, bro. Put it on. You know what I mean? We got all these UK guys. You know what they did? They left the UK and came to Massachusetts. Fuck the UK. I'm not. Obviously joking, because a good amount of my fans are from the UK. You guys are great. I know. Teas and crumpets. Fuck. That's probably the most stereotypical thing I could have said. I probably just lost a couple subscribers just from that statement. But no, I would love to visit the UK. I got some family ties in the UK, I believe. We throw all Eastern Europe. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I'm a bit European and Portuguese, if you're wondering. But yeah, is Sensei getting back in the ring? I don't know. Only he decides that. And I think he should only do it if it's like a Nick LMAO or Benson Henderson fight. I think a Benson Henderson fight, maybe if I could get it out there, it would be a very good idea. I think he would like that idea too. 2 MMA guys, 2 former MMA guys, both look very impressive before in their previous fights. I think it'll be a very good fight for sure. So yeah, once again, shout out Massachusetts legend FaZe Sensei. I hope you get back in the ring, bro, but don't do it for no reason, of course. And I know you won't do that. I know you will come back for the right opportunity. If you guys somehow aren't subscribed to Sensei's YouTube channel, I'll link it down below. He actually predicted King Kenny's knockout loss against Salt Poppy like perfectly. He called Salt Poppy's uppercut basically out perfectly, which is very impressive. He's very smart when it comes to boxing and fighting IQ in general. That's why he's literally a sensei. So go subscribe to his YouTube down below. Let me know if you guys think that Sensei is getting back in the ring. Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss any more posts. I see that a good percentage of people are new subscribers. So where are my OG subs at, bro? Where you guys at? You guys gotta turn on the notifications so you don't miss these videos. Once again, if you're looking for a new combat sports podcast, next week, the Day One's podcast will be returning. We took a 2-week break, but we're back. So that will be in the link down below. And that should be all, man. I hope Sensei steps in for the right opportunity, for sure. Thank you guys for listening to me yap like usual. God bless all of you, and peace out.